Namaste to all of you. Very delighted that you have been through us for the entire series of Swami Sampat. And now we are going to start a new series. But before I tell you the new series, let me tell you about the background. In our work with several organizations at different stages of different sizes, in different geographies of Bharat and beyond, one question that always comes up, one problem that is always stated, one issue that everyone wants resolved is how to enhance the capability of managers. How do you get real managers and not just people with the title of manager? What does it mean to be a manager? How does one become effective and efficient both as a manager? Now, these are questions I'm sure you have faced if you are a leader, you're an entrepreneur, or you as a practicing manager anyways may be grappling with or want to know. So all of this gets addressed. All of this gets addressed in a single series captured by Kautilya in his Arthashastra, which are called as Amatya Sampat. Now, Amatya Sampat literally stands for the excellences of a minister. Now, who the minister was then is equivalent to an HOD today, or a vertical head, or even the manager of a single unit. It could also be applied to a team leader who is growing into a manager. So all of this and more gets covered in a single theme called Amatya Sampat. Now, Acharya Chanakya considered the Amatya as the specialist in execution. So while the Swami or the Swamini, they were responsible by and large for the future of the organization while also giving direction to the present. The Amatya has to focus a lot more, rather maximum, on mastering the present, because only if the present is taken care of every minute, then the future will likely take care of itself, as it is said. So friends, I look forward, along with my colleagues, to share with you the various excellences of the Amatya, today's manager. Now, I want to share one more thing with you, very important. Today, we have a term called competencies in management, and especially in HR. And competencies are referred to those which are demonstratable. Either they are skills, or they are knowledge, or they could be certain behaviors, right? But all of that should be seen as demonstrated in the actions of the manager, number one. Number two, can they be measured? And number three, these should be completely transferable from one function to another. Whether you are a manager in operations or a manager in customer service or a manager in the back office, it should still apply. All of this and more, all of this and even more is already considered by Acharya Chanakya, including how do we gauge these at the time of selection. So friends, please look forward to yourself a series called Amatya Sampat, the excellences of the manager, which me and my colleagues will be taking you through.
So before we actually move on to Amatya Sampat, I would like to narrate you a small incident from our history. This goes back to the timeline of 1660, from the life of my favorite leader, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So once, Shivaji Maharaj was trapped in the fort called Panhala. It is close to Kolhapur. So he was trapped there for nearly about a month, or perhaps more than a month. The security of Siddhi Johar was so strong, the fort was so strong that Shivaji Maharaj and Baji Prabhu could not establish a connect with the external world. He had a very good network of spies, but still Shivaji Maharaj was really helpless. He couldn't connect with his people there. The security was that strong. So finally, Baji Prabhu Deshpande and Shivaji Maharaj made a plan. They had no option than escaping from that fort. And as decided, they did escape. The moment Siddhi Johar got to know about his escape, he sent a troop, an entire troop behind them. Now, the target of Baji Prabhu and Shivaji Maharaj was to ensure that Maharaj reaches the top of Vishalgarh. And for that to happen, Baji Prabhu had to manage the entire army of the troop that was coming from Siddhi Johar. But his meticulous planning, his bravery was beyond words. He had such a small army and still he could face the consequences. He could fight till his last breath. Finally, he left his life when he actually got the confirmation that Maharaj has reached the top of Vishalgarh. A great man, a great manager, a great execution specialist that he was. And Shivaji Maharaj was blessed because he had so many such brave men who were not just famous for their bravery, but also were great leaders in their own capacity. You may have heard of Tanaji Malusare. Tanaji Malusare is popularly remembered for the Battle of Sinhagad, where he fought against the Mughal army and he became one of the very, very important person to get that milestone, get that Maratha victory for Shivaji. Hambir Rao Mohite is one brave soldier who not just executed several campaigns for Shivaji, but he also served under Sambhaji. He accompanied Shivaji when he was conquering the southern part of the India. It's called Dakshin Digvijay. Kanhoji Jede, who was very instrumental in planning and executing the Battle of Pratapgarh, which eventually led to the defeat of Afzal Khan's army. He also played a pivotal part in bringing Shivaji back from Agra, where he was under house arrest. A leader can't be everywhere, and hence he needs very capable, very efficient, very effective team which works under him, which are nothing but the extension of that Swami. So in Kautilya Arthashastra, Amatya plays a very, very crucial role. I'm sure all of you know Saptang, right? So when we look at Saptang, the organization structure that Chanakya has given, it is not hierarchical. It is not how we look at organizations in the modern world. Let's imagine it to be a circular structure where Swami is at the center. And just after the Swami comes Amatya, the deputy, the second in command. Swami and Amatya together are serving the Janpat. So the third concentric circle is Janpat. Then the rest of the element follows, that is Durga, Kosha, Danda, Mitra. And this forms the ecosystem of an organization. So Swami and Amatya, both of them are very, very critical, crucial, and important people in the organization's ecosystem. So, of course, as you know by now, that The alignment between the Swami and Amatya is very crucial. When we talk about the leadership mindset, we talk a lot about dharma, we talk a lot about purpose, vision. Similarly, Amatya too needs to have a very strong sense of purpose. Besides that, Chanakya has listed about 24 qualities for an Amatya. I'm going to just quickly call out these qualities for all of you. जानपदो अभिजातः स्ववग्रह कृतिशिल्पो चक्षुष्मान प्राज्ञो धारयिष्णु दक्षो वाग्मी प्रगल्भ प्रतिपत्तिमान उत्साह प्रभावयुक्त क्लेशसः शुचि मैत्रो दृढ़ भक्ति शील बल आरोग्य सत्वयुक्त स्तंभ चापलहीन संप्रियो वैराणाम अकर्तते अमात्य संपत. In the following Wednesday Wisdom videos, we are going to talk about these qualities one by one. We look forward to your comments, remarks, and also your own reflections on these qualities. Thank you so much.